Good evening. I have chosen activity 15.1, gardening together. I like this activity because math and art can be integrated here. And the students can really have fun with this activity using multiple manipulatives such as the Cuisinart rods, foam shapes, Legos, colored ships or clips, cubes, color tiles, interlocking cubes, and so much more. For this activity, I have chosen to use fraction bars virtually, of course. And with this particular activity, the students will be given construction paper to represent their gardens. And then they will be paired up, and each group will be given questions such as which two people could work together and have the least amount of the garden, or have the most of the garden, or which combinations of friends could combine to work on one half of the garden. So these are the interacting fractions that they'll be working with. And so with these different types of manipulatives, it will give them a wonderful visual of how to arrive at their answers. So I chose Al and Bill. And so let me just go on up here on my screen here. So Al's got a little trouble here. Let me try that again. All right, it still didn't look too good. Okay, so Al. Al has 1/4 plus Bill's 1/8. So, so pairing Bill and Al together, the question B for them would be Al has 1/4 of the garden that he's working on. Bill has 1/8. Now, if you put those two areas together, how much of the garden would they have combined? So we would start with drawing boxes here. So let me just start with my little boxes. One under Al and one under Bill. Not too good there, but hope I can get the gist of what I want to do here. So Al has 1/4, Bill has 1/8, and of course, some children will look at that and would add, 1 and 1 is 2, and then 4 plus 8 is 12, and of course, the denominator, which is on the bottom, of course, should be the same number, and of course, as you can see, there's 4 with Al and 8 with Bill. So we need to fix it where the denominator are the same on the bottom. So let's start with Al's box here on the left. So he has 1/4. So let's draw lines to represent 1/4. We're dividing his boxes into 4 parts, and he has 1/4 of that. So we're gonna shade in his part. Okay. All right. Okay. Now Bill. All right. So Bill has 1/8. So we need to show his box divided here. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's 8. Let's make sure that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, we got 8 there. Okay. And so now we need to take shade in Bill's 1/8 of this box. Okay, so we've got him shaded in. Now, so the student can see virtually what is happening here, or visually, what is happening here. So, but still, they can see that there is still a difference here. We're still looking at, on the left side, Al still only has 4 parts, and Bill has 8 parts. So how do we make this, the denominator 8 on both sides? So you would explain to the student that we're going to add boxes to what Al has. So we go through and we'll add a line here to separate that box. That's 1, 2, 3. We're adding 4 lines here to make this 8. So let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can get all my little dots in there, but that is 8. All right, so now that we've done that, now we get to put our problem together. So 1/4 plus 1/8. So we look at our box here, and we have 2 shaded here. So now we have 2/8 here on the left side with Al. So we're going to come down below the box and put 2/8 plus Bill has 1/8. He has 1/8 shaded, so that would be 1/8. Now the student is ready to add this. So 2 plus 1, of course, equals 3. And then the denominator you do not add, it always stays the same. So you put that over 8, and there's the answer. So Al and Bill together or combined have 3/8 of the garden that they're working on. All right, so let me clear that. And I have one other part because I wanted to pick out one of the other questions here that talked about what would you have, or which combinations of friends could combine to work on 1/2 of the garden. So when you look at it, coming back to Al again, because Al has 1/4. Al has 1/4 plus Enrique. I don't know if I said his name good. Enrique. He has also 1/4 of the garden that he is working on. So let's put Enrique. All right. QUE. And he has 1/4 as well. It's just terrible. But anyway, so Al has 1/4. Enrique has 1/4 of the portion of the garden that they're working on. So now, so we want to give a visual to the children or the students so that they can see that 1/4 and plus 1/4 is actually 1/2. And the easiest way to for them to get a visual of that would be to do pie circles. I like those pie circles. So let me do that now. So not the best circles in the world, but and a circle here. And they should look even, although they're not even here, but you get the gist of what I'm doing here. So, so 1/4 of this, Al has 1/4 of the garden that he's working on. That's 1/4. Enrique, he is working on 1/4 of the garden. So that's 1/4, 1/4. Okay, and then we've got another pie we're going to put here to show that if you put those 1/4 here in this below pie here, okay, so come down, we've got 1/4 here, then we come down and put the other 1/4. So again, there's 1/4 here and 1/4 there. So as you can see, that putting these 1/4 together, so 1/4 plus 1/4, the student can see that it's equal to 1/2 here. So they actually visually see that 1/4 plus 1/4 equals 1/2. And that's what I love about these pie charts, if you will. I love these because they really get a great visual. They're seeing here that we have 2 halves makes a whole, and the 1/2 was split into 1/4. But when you put those 2 1/4 together, you actually get half of the pie. All right, so 1/4 plus 1/4 equals 1/2. All right, thank you so much for your time.